Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Freemont Brewing Company out of Seattle, Washington. This beer is called Head Full of Fresh Hops. It's a fresh hop hazy IPA. So I did a couple of reviews of other fresh hop beers that they put out recently, but they were all those were all filtered in more traditional hoppy beers. This one says it's hazy, so there's nowhere on here that says what hops are in it. But all the other ones I did were either Citra or Simcoe or a combination of the both. So I don't know what's in this one, but regardless, it's a hazy IPA with fresh hops, and it is 6.8 ABV. Crack it open and see what we got. So we'll say two. The other ones that I had were canned, like on around 9/20. This one was canned on 10/1, so it's almost 2 weeks fresher. So that might play into it. So I mean, this definitely is. It's hazy in the sense that it's you can't see through it, but it's not like I would just say that it's cloudy and unfiltered. It's not like super hazy, like orange juice looking, like a lot of their stuff. Because you can even, at the bottom, you can even see a little bit through the beer. So I would just say that it's unfiltered. The aroma has, I'd say, it's pretty good. It's not like super pungent and in your face, but it's a mix between like some tropical and dank hops. No specific hop is really jumping out at me, but it smells like it's going to be clean, so we'll see. So it's definitely, at least in my opinion, it's definitely not New England style. I mean, all it says is hazy IPA, I guess. It doesn't say that it's New England style, but it's definitely not New England style in terms of the malt profile or the body. It's very, it's not soft at all. It's not like it's sharp and over carbonated either, but it's kind of watery, which, you know, generally for an IPA doesn't really mean anything, but it doesn't matter. But it definitely doesn't have like the pillowy body that good New England style IPAs have. But the hop profile itself is decent. I mean, again, it's like what the aroma is. It's kind of a mix between tropical and dank. There's a little bit of a citrusy character to it as well. A little earthy, like kind of like woody. There's almost like a little bit of like a BO character to it, which makes me think that there's mosaic in this, because that can have that aroma and taste. I mean, it's pretty flavorful. It's not anything mind blowing, but I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with it, and I would gladly drink it. But it's just not like super in your face, flush with hops, hazy New England IPA. So, you know, if that's what they're trying to compete with, they're not really hitting the mark. The beer itself is still pretty good, though. And I will also say that, you know, I don't know that they're the best brewers of hoppy beers, but not like no brewery is great at style, except maybe a few of them. But they have a lot of other beers, like their excuse me, their barrel aged like big beers, like barrel aged imperial stouts, and like the Bomb and all those are fantastic. So, even if I don't like this that much, it's not saying that Fremont is not a brewery that's not worth checking out. They do make a lot of good beers. Excuse me. So this isn't necessarily in their wheelhouse, but for what it is, I think it's pretty good. I'm kind of just teetering between calling this one a drink or a buy. Pretty simple and not much to it, and there are a lot of breweries that are making stuff at least as good. So I'm going to call this one a drink. There's not too much to it. It doesn't stand out at all, in my opinion. There's just a ton of places that are making stuff that's this quality, so I don't think there's any reason to go out of your way to get it. I don't know what this costs, but assuming it's similar to other things in the same style, at least for me, there's better stuff available locally, so I'm just going to call this a drink and not a buy. But it's not bad, and even if you had this or whatever and didn't think it was the greatest, don't let that deter you from trying some of their other stuff, because they do make some really good beers. But I think that's all I got on this guy. Please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.